welcome and welcome to Titli's busy kitchen with me, Titli Nihan. Except I'm not in my busy kitchen this weekend, I've gone mobile and I'm actually in the northeast of England with my stepdaughter Adelle because we're going to bake her wedding cake. Are you ready?
I think so.
Let's do it! What a fun feast of ingredients we've got here. So I've got 450 grams of sultanas, 500 grams of currants, 450 grams of raisins, 6 eggs, 450 grams of plain flour, 350 grams of unsalted butter, 100 grams of almond flakes, 350 grams of brown sugar, 100 grams of ground almonds. This is the grated rind from 1 orange and 1 lemon. In my little spice tray I've got 1½ teaspoons of mixed spice and a teaspoon each of cinnamon, nutmeg and salt. This is 100 grams of glace cherries. There's 150 grams of dried cranberries here because Adelle happened to find some at the back of her cupboard, and 200 grams of mixed peel. The first thing to do is to sieve together the flour, the spices and the salt. Into a mixing bowl add in the butter and the sugar and cream them together. When you've creamed together the butter and the sugar, add in the eggs one at a time and beat well. Once all the eggs are mixed, add in the rind from the orange and the lemon and the flour. And whisk together. Once you have a nice creamy mixture in your bowl, add in a couple of handfuls of the dried fruits and mix them all together. By now you should have 3½ kilos of cake mix, and this is probably a 2-person job. Here I've got a 10-inch cake tin which is very well greased on the inside, and I'll just add the cake mixture in. Push it down well into the cake tin. Once the cake has been pressed into the tin and smoothed over, it's going to go into the bottom of the oven at 150 degrees centigrade or 300 degrees Fahrenheit for 1½ hours. After an hour and a half, turn the oven temperature down by 10 degrees centigrade or 20 degrees Fahrenheit and cook for another 1½ hours. After 3 hours, check the cake with a skewer, and if it comes out clean, then it's cooked. Don't worry if it's caught on the top a bit here, because you can always remove that. Now allow the cake to cool. The cake's cooled, and you're probably thinking, ha ha, you've burnt the cake. When Adelle saw it, she was like, my cake's burning, my cake's burning. And I was like, chill. And what I've done is I've put the cake onto some cassettes. And I just push this down, and the cake pops out. Now because I want the top of the cake parallel to the bottom of the cake to make it easy to decorate, I'm actually going to slice off very carefully with a bread knife the top of the cake. Et voila! Now we've got a nice even surface on the top and the bottom. Cake. Now we can turn this out onto a plate. It's delicious, it's fruity, and I'm going to be back later in the year to ice and decorate this, but in the meantime Adelle's going to be feeding it. So there we are, that's the cake made, and Adelle's going to be feeding it a tablespoon or 2 of rum or brandy every week for the next few weeks before I come back, inshallah, and ice it. You happy with it?
Very happy.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Join me next time in Titli's busy kitchen with me, Titli Nihan. Until next time, Khuda Hafiz.